messages from the great beyond and our animal allies in the universe. Hey, y'all. Hey, let me know that you can hear me, because as we know, I am not Tech Tina. I thought I was, but I'm not. Hey, Bernetta. Hey, Lily. It's all about the tools, about the tools, about the tools. No, Lily, I'm singing your song. It's all about the tools. You know that song. Hey, y'all. Yay! Hey, Maureen. Hey, everybody say hey, Maureen. She's one of my fabulous moderators. She's the one that can decipher anything. She's like Symbolism Sally. It's great. And there's, there's Jetta Joe, the power of thought. Thank you. Y'all, please give a big hand. All right, Sharecat, I'm coming to you. You're ready. You said wham. Oh, thank you, Joel. Hey, Alphanumeric 1. Hey, Lori. We're going to take just a couple minutes here and let everybody file in. File in. Keep in line. Keep in line. Don't get rowdy. Okay, really get rowdy. I love it. Joel says I'm looking good. That's because I'm wearing my stars, because we're going to talk tonight about how we are all superstars for the animal kingdom. Crazy stuff going on, y'all. Hey, Lily. Hiya. Hiya, Jetta Joel. Wait, Sharecat, I'm pulling, I am pulling cards for you first. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Hey, everybody. Ooh, pick me. Okay. You'll be next, CC. Little C, big C, little C, big C. Well, hello, Natasha. Hello. Getting ready. Superstar. I love it. Y'all, I am super punchy. Just so you know, super punchy. So there is no way of knowing what tonight is going to come about. Hey, Sharecat, I got a question for you. Because I'm just going to wait a minute or two. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Bernetta. Sure, no problem. I'll pick. Let me write this little list down. Hold on, y'all. Let me get a list. Thingy, mabobber jiggy. Okay, so Sharecat, and then little C, big C, and then y'all. Hey, Stephine, how are you, honey? Bernetta. There we go. Hey, Sharecat. Oh, Emily, you haven't missed anything. I'll pull a card for you next. Okay, so I'm just gonna take those four first, and then I'm gonna go on the instinct thing. I got animals on my brain, y'all. So many animals on my brain. You're not late. Everything is in divine time, Emily. You're good. Okay, Alesco Graphics. You don't have to be all that honored. And hey, listen, for you guys that are filing in here. Okay, first of all, I can't figure out why my stars are all lopsided, y'all. So Jane, I'm not laughing at you. When someone says, please help me, I'm not laughing at you, but we don't want to do trauma tonight, right? So we want everybody to be in a great frame of mind and get the messages that they need, and everybody's just got to be in a place of like zen, total zen, because you are in the perfect time, at the perfect moment. You're going to get exactly what you need. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hey, lopsided. I know, unacceptable, right, Lisa? We can't have our stars out of alignment, for God's sake. Okay, so, hey, Sharecat, by any bizarre chance, did you have brisket today for dinner or lunch or whatever? Hey, Trudy, or you're going to have brisket, or can somebody else claim this? I was telling Joel, and you guys, please thank Joel. Without him, none of this would be possible. And Amy will be on here, my right hand, who I don't know what I would do without those four people, truly, honestly. In the forums, Cricket, I don't know what I would do without that person either. And I love you too, Stacy. Oh, Vondenbenken. That is some kind of name. That's fantastic. I love that name. I'm going to take that name. So, hey, can somebody claim this? I'm going to get on to you, Sharecat, in just a second. But I was telling Joel right before we got on the live. I was like, what is this? And so what I heard was it's either somebody that's got, like, they're having brisket for dinner, or they're going to have brisket. They had it yesterday, or going to have it tomorrow, but there's something about brisket going on in your life right now. Or, so you were singing the song that, okay, that's not brisket, but what you were, hey, Dawn, how are you, Dawn? I'm glad you joined us tonight. But I also heard a tisket, a tasket, da 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 da, that kid's song. Was anybody singing that today, or had a, like just a thing going on in their life, like they are very connected to a story that has to do with a tisket, a tasket, a blah, 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 something basket, yak, yak, yak. If you can, just put it in there, and I want to come to you next. So if it wasn't you, ShareCat, that's fine. Okay, so excuse me. Me. Hold on. What? Oh, Gabriella! Yes, girl! You got your house. You're under contract. Boop, boop, boop. Is it like we saw? Type it in, Gabriella. So Gabriella is the daughter that I never had. And we've been psyching out on her new house. And does it look like, like we thought it was going to look? Or something? Ring around the rosy, Lily. Why am I so connected to you, Lily? Like every time we do a live, I'm like right in Lily's head. That's crazy. Okay, same kind of diff. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. Oh, Gabriella, yay! I'm coming to. Oh, I told you. I totally told you. The white picket fence, just like in the Cotswolds, and the brick driveway that looks like cobblestone. Yay! I'm so excited. Ah! Get my bedroom ready, girl. I'm coming. I'm staying. Okay, so listen, before I do anything, thank you guys so much for pledging the Kickstarter. My mind is totally blown. Like, I completely trusted the animal allies that they would get what we need to get this book to go where it needs to go, and so on and so forth. But y'all, it's every possibility we're going to be 200% funded within the first 24 hours. And it's all because of you all and the animal allies and everybody that worked so hard. Joel that made the video, everybody that put up with me this week when I was like, I'm so behind. I'll get you that. I forgot to get you that. Such an amazing, I don't even know. I hate it when people say my support team, because they're not mine. They don't belong to me. But it's, oh, thank you, Lily. So anyway, oh, look, congratulations from Restream. We got 100 messages. All right, let's go. So, but thank you all very much for pledging the book, pledging the Kickstarter. And now if you can help us reach those stretch goals. Hey, Tanya. Wait, hold on. Wait, Tanya, we're not showing up on Facebook? Wow. Random. All right, Tanya. Hey, do me a favor. Put in there, thank you, Diana. Thank you, Diana Grace, for pledging. I really appreciate that. And so, the comments aren't. Joel, I don't know if you can do anything about the comments on Facebook. But, okay, so, ShareCat, I'm back to you. All right, let me see. Okay, so, ShareCat, for some reason, as I'm stepping into your energy, I'm going to pull cards for you because I'm way out in no man's land today. Psychically, it's just kooky. But I keep seeing a lot of books in front of you. Are you a bookworm? Are you doing something with books? ShareCat, great, awesome. What is the book story with you? Hey, Corby, how are you? Y'all, Corby, she slays it with tarot card readings. And, oh, listen, by the way, nobody from my camp, no, I'm certainly not. Oh, okay, you're reading lots of books. Okay, great. I know I'm in your energy. Thank you, ShareCat, for letting me know. No one from my team and none of my friends that are readers are going to, sniff you out in the chats and say, I'm so drawn to you. PM me for a reading. We don't do cheesy stuff like that here. We do cheesy stuff like other kinds of stuff, but not cheesy stuff like that. So please don't. Y'all, that's not me. It's not any of my team. And it's certainly not any of my friends. Oh my God, right there. If a waka skaka waka ogobami bemi. God bless America. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See ya. Hey, Mary. All right. So, wow. This is really interesting. So, ShareCat, I want to say something about the books for you. My computer just made a sound. I don't even know what it was, but I was like, what is that? Okay, so listen. So ShareCat, you've got the World card. And I'm really, I love me some macaws. I love me some rainbows. But really what I'm drawn to is I'm so drawn to the books. And one of the reasons I think I'm drawn to the books is, are you studying to get to the next level in something? I don't know if you're trying to get a like a degree or a certification or something, but I just keep seeing you do this. It's and I had that message for somebody a little bit earlier today, but it's very different. It's like you are you are purposefully, hey Maureen, and everybody say, hey Maureen, thank you so much for your help. And so I feel like with the books, you're trying to get to a next level of something, and it's uh, it's going to go very, very well, but you've got to buckle down. You tend to do things in little short spurts at a time, and that's generally speaking how you've been able to do things. But you're being asked to just stay on target, to stay on task a little bit longer or more in depth than you normally do, because there's something about I also am very drawn to the I'm very drawn to the word sacred contract in here, but mostly to the word contract. And I wonder if I don't know what that means. Yes, I do, ShareCat. I'm just gonna take it as a yes, I do for everything I said. How about that? So hey, Panda. And so there's something about a contract with you that is like, I want to sign this contract for you. Like, I just want to sit at the table and be like, wow, that's exactly right, and that's exactly right, and that's everything that I wanted. Okay, well, this will do just fine. Hand me a pen. And there's whatever this contract thing is that you're doing, it's going really, really well. It's going to go very, very well. And then the other thing I keep wanting to move forward in my chair. And so, ShareCat, when I want to physically move somewhere, I have to be very cognizant of which way my body is leaning. And since I'm compelled forward, I know that you are going to be moving. And I feel like it's a, oh, okay. See, okay. So listen, here's what I'm not doing, y'all. I am not going, look at Bernadette, she's an amazing reader. What I am doing is encouraging you all that also want to be readers or don't ever trust your instincts or your intuition or your psychic self. So I said earlier to ShareCat, I feel like you only stay on things for a little bit at a time, and you're being called right now to just stay longer and go deeper than you normally have done. And she has written, I guess it's a she, I'm trying to find my purpose and stop jumping from thing to thing. Okay, so here's the thing. Macaw is really going to be helpful energy for you for this, because it's like whatever this new thing is, it's the thing. Because when I step into the energy of it, when I step into the energy of it, my heart feels so full. And I know ultimately it'll have something to do with a contract, or the new beginning may not have anything to do with a contract, but you're doing a contract or something about it. Hey, Kelly. Hey, y'all. And anyway, I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm not a legal professional of any kind, but it feels so good to me that I would be very surprised if an attorney did not say, are you kidding me? Jump on that, sign it as quick as possible. And as you're wanting to stop jumping from thing to thing, you can work with Macaw energy. Okay, so what was interesting was I pulled 4 names and 4 cards came out of the deck. Or I took down 4 names and then 4 cards came out of the deck for you guys. So the next one is, and once I do these names, and I'm going to go back to the way that Spirit has been telling me to do it, which is just ask. And so, hey y'all, I still am looking for anybody that can claim either having brisket, or there's a story about brisket. Hey, Beatrix from Gold Coast, Australia. Wow, good day, or good morning, or whatever time it is for y'all. And so somebody that can claim brisket as like you're either having it, had it, just like very recently, or you're not late, Amy. You're just where you need to be at just the time you need to be. Don't worry about it. Besides, I'm gonna run you all over hell and half creation tomorrow. So take a break today. So or somebody can claim they were singing the song, or there's a big deal to them, like a family story, or a story for them about a tisket, a tasket, a blah, 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 blasket, whatever. I'm still looking for that person. So little c, big C. So I guess that's like CC. Oh, you're right, Corby. It is Jewish Passover food. Dirt. My dad is spinning in his grave. Not that I care, but he probably is. So little c, big C. Excellent. You, my friend, have got the Divine Polar Bear, the Star card. That is about healing. And all of a sudden, that polar bear put his big old paw right... Oh, Susan, you talked to somebody about cattle briskets yesterday. Okay, hang out. Let me write that. Susan Beale. Reminds me of Susan Boyle. Y'all know Susan Boyle. I know you do. Okay. So I'm really drawn to, for you, little C, big C, I'm drawn to the word healing. And as I started to say more, hey, Byron-Nick. Hey, Byron, how are you, honey? I'm so surprised to see you here, but I'm just absolutely thrilled. Wow. Okay. Hey, Brian. There's another Brian. Okay, so the polar bear put his big old paw over my mouth and said, stop. So see, little C, big C, I'm not asking you to sell yourself out, but are you a healer, learning to be a healer, want to be a healer, um, or are in need of some, or are going through some pretty in-depth healing yourself? One of those things, or many of those things, can be true. Hey, Colorado Aurora Ramirez. Right, Lily, I still think this also has to do with you, the brisket lady too, and then the other one. But you saw a picture of brisket not 30 minutes ago. That's funny. That's cool. Okay, so listen, this is like for probably a lot of people. It didn't even equate to me, Corby, about Jewish Passover, because you know how Jewish I am, even though I'm from a Jewish family. But let me go back to little C, big C. I just feel like you have a really tough time allowing other people, not necessarily to do for you, but it's a trust thing. I wonder if you deal with trust issues, and maybe are working through them, or know that you want to work through them, or there's just something about the word trust and healing that's around you right now. And I just can't stress enough about surrounding yourself with the color white, because you know, and I think I said this in a reading, one of my dailies, I don't know, some weeks ago, that I do think that we're up for a change in symbolism, that only associating the color white with divine love or God or angels or whatever. I see the point, but that doesn't mean that hot pink can't be all those things. That doesn't mean psychic medium, but I think I'm guided to counseling or mentoring spirit. Oh, there we go. Heart, personality, terrible trust issues. Okay, so again, here's what I'm not doing. I'm not going, Bernadette is such a great psychic medium. I'm not doing that. What I am trying to point out is that when you all are working in your own practice, you're studying to be a psychic medium, or you're getting a reading from a psychic medium, please, I hope you'll consider that evidence is the way to go. And if people can't give you evidence, if you can't give evidence, maybe you want to go a little bit further in your training, because all of those things that I just said for little C, big C, she's guided to healing, to counseling or mentoring, spiritual work. And yes, she is going through some heart healing stuff. And the personality, she has terrible trust issues. So let me go back where I'm going with the color thing. However, you know, purple, black, magenta, I don't know, green, it all can be a sacred divine color. But there is something about just a sparkly white, just kind of environment that is really important to you. And I don't know how old you are. I don't know how this is going to strike you. But I wonder if you wouldn't consider getting yourself a solid white stuffed, as I try to fix my ratty hair today, a solid white stuffed polar bear. Kooky as that sounds, that's what I'm being shown. And I'm being shown you holding this solid white stuff. Okay, see, you're never too... I'm 54, y'all. If I turn my camera around, you'd be like, does she have those stuffed animals on her wall? Yes, I do. Unicorns and such. Yeah, that's right, Lily, like snow. When it's light and it looks all glittery. So there's something about that for UCC. You're really being called to work with polar bear energy, and just have like a talisman, like something that you can hold on to that's soft and warm and fluffy that you can cuddle here. And I think that's going to do really well for you. And also take some time and just really, oh, yay! Come on. When you get your polar bear, take a picture and come over to the forums. Oh, wow. Thank you, Tanya. I forgot about that. Totally forgot. Yes, I did. Cece, come over to the forums and show us a picture of your polar bear. And even if you're too shy to, you know, to be in the picture or whatever, we'd love to see your polar bear. Okay, I'm moving on. I promised myself and everybody else I would shut up and not make these readings so long. Bernetta, are you still here with me? Bernetta. Okay, I'm just going to go through real quick. I'm going to assume you're here. Oh, Bernetta. God love you, honey. So here's the Lover's card. And it's the Hoatzin, and you guys are what is that bird? Because it kind of looks like a really colorful pterodactyl, right? They're super, super like, you're very welcome, CC. I hope that was helpful. Um, I, I feel like, uh, you, I feel like there's something with you, Bernetta, where you're being drawn back to ancient ways, ancient times, ancient things, like ancient wisdom. Um, just it's almost like you take a look at all the modern stuff that people are talking about in I don't know, when it comes to anything like manifesting, spell work, affirmations, mantras, any of the, like, even the metaphysical teachings. You're like, there, you feel like there's a missing underbelly of some kind. There's like a solidness there. It would be kind of like trying to build a house on dirt instead of a concrete foundation. You kind of feel like that. But what this card is saying to me for you is, so the Hoatzin birds wanted to be, because the animal allies have a sense of humor. The Hoatzin birds wanted to be the lovers card because a lot of people assume that the lovers is only about romantic love. And that's not true. It's about love in all its forms. Because, I mean, is there a more complicated emotion on this planet? If there is, tell me, because I don't know it. And so, oh, okay, Bernetta, so you're doing a deep dive into past lives, Atlantis, Native American. Okay, there you have it. Okay, so that's why I'm getting the ancient for you. Okay, so they wanted to be this card because they're very elusive birds. Like, most people don't even know they exist. In fact, I have not met one person. I have not talked to one person that said, "Oh, I know what Hoatzin are." Not one. And they randomly popped up in all of when we were searching for the images, over 50,000 images of animals we looked through to find them. I don't even remember what search they popped under for another bird, but I was like, that's not that bird. And I was like, what are those birds? And then we found out, I was like, oh my God, they told me they wanted to be in the deck because, so they're called stink birds. They emit this horrible, thank you, Emily. They emit this horrible odor for a lot of different reasons. And that's, just to me, that's so indicative of love. It's kind of like with the warthogs are the Two of Cups. You got to love them warts and all. You got to love them farts and all. But the thing about them is that when they put out that odor, there's a reason for it. And so it's always a call to me that when you are looking at a love of some kind, your children, your job, your this, your that, so on, whatever, you keep your nose out for what's authentic and what's not authentic, what's smelly to you, what smells wrong to you, but even just what smells off to you. Now, to a Hoatzin, that smell isn't wrong. It's the most natural, right thing in the world. And so you may come upon a situation where Bernetta, I know for a fact this. Hey, Erna, how are you? Happy Easter. Bernetta, I know this is for sure for you. Hold on, let me get the thought back. I want to say it exactly the way that it came to me. Oh my God, it's gone. Hold on, let me get it back. Oh, I feel like you might have people around you that are causing a stink. And what's going on inside of that stink is not true. They're causing a stink based on lies, fallacies, and you know the truth. So forgive me, but this is how it's coming out. So you got to outstink them. I don't know how you're going to do that, and it's certainly not a call for you to get in a skirmish of any kind or a kerfuffle, but it is a call for you to outstink them, whatever that means. So it's like, bring the truth. She's got the funk. She's got the funk. She's got the funk. So, oh God, Bernetta, please don't write me and tell me I've lost my mind. But maybe that's a song you need to start singing when those people are doing their funk around is, I got the funk. I gotta have much funk. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you with that, and I'm gonna get some sleep tonight. I swear to Swanee, I'm gonna get some sweet sleep. Okay, Emily, I know you're still here. Hold on, y'all. I gotta have me some Southerner iced tea, or I'm gonna fall out. Hi, Lisa. I love your energy too. And skunk is my within. What does that mean? What does that, type it there. But anyway, Emily Ackerman. Yeah. Okay. Oh, woo! Wild one. If this was Vegas, baby, that's all you'd be saying, because the lights would be going off and the dingers would be going off and people would be like, how come she won and I didn't? All right, Emily. Excellent. Okay. I don't, yay, Jody, sing and dance with me. So Emily, was it you last week that was going through a lot of, just a lot of stuff? I could have it wrong. I don't remember one day to the next, but the Knight of Pentacles, when you've got the wolf, anytime you've got a knight, that's just really good news, right? And so there's something going on for you about, reputation, reliability. And I feel like when I step into you, into your energy, I'm becoming you if you became a wolf. And what I mean is my eyes want to narrow and I want to sit very quietly and I just want to watch. And I want to make sure that I'm hidden when I watch, but I want to watch every step of everything that this person or this group is doing, because they're not showing up quite as authentically or honestly, and you might have been a little bit, I don't know, just out of maybe a desire to fit in, or just maybe go with the pack a little bit. You might have felt just a tiny bit pulled to engage in a little bit of nonsense, and you're already starting to back up, and it's really good that you're doing that. And so remember that, it's one thing to care about what people think about you, care deeply because you're neurotic. And I'm not saying you're neurotic. What I'm saying is an overall rule. If people are just like, oh my God, what is this person thinking of me? What is that person thinking of me? And I've been there, believe me. I keep trying to tell y'all I'm about as socially awkward as it gets. And I really, truly am. Truly socially awkward. But there's also a difference in making sure that your reputation precedes you in the most positive way. And this is calling for a time when you start talking about a night. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you. I'm wearing it because I'm actually honoring all of us that showed up for the Kickstarter today. Last I checked, we were over $18,000 in one day, not even in 12 hours. I was just like, oh, wait. Yeah. So 12 and a half hours. And I just can't even thank you guys enough. But we're all superstars because we're showing up for ourselves. We're going to get great knowledge. And Gabby, high five, girl, because I'm super socially awkward. 5 right here. And so that's why I'm wearing this, is in honor of all of us that are superstars. So it was really, Tanya. Oh, really? Okay, cool. That's interesting. But I'm going to go back to Emily. I don't know what's going on with you, Emily, but you're about to walk into a time, and I do think it makes you a little nervous. Like you feel a sense of this, like you already feel a sense that this is coming, but you're like, ugh. And you're going to have to show up and be the blend of like the knight in shining armor and the wolf, but not the wolf that's like the fun wolf, the trickster wolf. It's like the wolf that when they look at you and they bare those teeth and they get that guttural thing coming, that other people are going to poo themselves. And so you don't have to be aggressive. And I'm not saying, again, I'm not encouraging anybody to get in a kerfuffle, yak. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is you are being called to know that you're stronger than you think you are. And not just for this moment. This is like a whole life thing. Like this is a massive shift for you. And you're going to, you can be Mama Wolf. I'm down for that. Yeah, it's exactly right, Maureen. Like merging with your power animal, right? You're going to bring that power animal up from inside you because it's always been there. But I think you've tapped into it time and time and time. But this is like one of those moments in your life that when you step into that, it's a forever thing. So all of a sudden you're going to turn into like this bad ASS, bad ASS, that everybody loves, because who doesn't love a wolf and who doesn't love a knight in shining armor that comes bearing gifts, pentacles. All right, I hope that was helpful. All right, Susan Beale, ladies and gentlemen, Susan Boyle. Okay, and so Susan Beal, I hope you're still here. And then I'm going to get to the tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket, and the brisket stuff. Okay, Susan. Okay, so here I am flipping cards, and here we go. Woo! Okay, here we go. Six of Swords, the stork. Now, everybody always thinks of storks as these beautiful white birds that bring babies to, bouncing, bubbly, cherubic babies to, happy couples and all that kind of thing. Great, Susan, this is for you. So in the traditional tarot card meanings, when you take a look at better times ahead and the Six of Swords, you look at people that are faced towards their better times ahead. And I feel like, hey, Hajanal, how are you, honey? Ricky Pittman, is that YC RIKKI? Ricky Pittman, you better be here. And so I feel like you're not a person. Listen, nobody enjoys negativity, but I feel like you maybe don't face things that you ought to be facing, maybe a lot of the time. And I keep hearing pick and choose your battles, and I think you're very wise with that. You do pick and choose your battles. But sometimes when you need to bonk somebody on the head, and I don't mean physically and I don't mean literally, but like metaphorically, you just don't. That's not a place that you're very comfortable. Now hey, Ricky, I could feel you. Boogity, boogity, boogity. So here's why Black Stork wanted to be the Six of Swords. Because when it comes to looking up the symbolism and meaning and the fairy tales and the myths and the allegories and all of that of stork, there is such a thing as black storks. That's like the Hudson birds. People, they're like, what? Black storks? All storks are white. I'm like, nope, no, they're not. There we go. And so there is a bit of the story where storks bring not so great circumstances to undeserving parents. Look it up. I don't want to go into the negativity, but there is something about this that's asking you to, I see you doing this. And so what I'm envisioning you is you looking back and, hey, Julian Zollikoffer, that is a name. I want that name too. What a great name. I feel like you're looking back and there's something that needs closure. It's not not fun. Let's just call it that. It's not fun. But you're stuck. I just feel for you, you're very stuck in the middle. Like you can't move forward because you can't divest yourself of what's behind you, because you will not turn around, to what's behind you and go, boo! And like, just get it out of your, smudge until the, Stacy, la, 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 la. We don't, no, I can't see or hear stuff like that. It'll blow my mind. So no sad stories. So it's something where you've got to turn around. You've got to be like, be gone with whatever that negativity is. And then you're going to dust yourself off. I feel like water is very important to you. I don't know if you're a water sign or you've got a lot of water in your chart, or you just have this like thing about water. But I literally feel like I'm in the shower and it's so soothing, just so soothing. And then you're going to get rid of all that stuff, because the next time you turn around, it's going to look fantastic behind you. And now you're going to be able to look ahead and go, I'm off to the races. And dink, 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 dink. Down you go, down your path. La, 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 la. Happy, 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 joy, joy. You may even look like, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And if you do, I want to be the Cowardly Lion, because I were the king of the forest. So, Susan. Oh! Again, I'm not saying, look at Bernadette, she's an amazing psychic. But when I tell y'all, when I say I have a vision, I'm not kidding. I really am not. For all my joking and craziness, I am not kidding. And I was like, God, I just feel water all over me. And I felt like I was in the shower. So dig this, y'all. She's an Aquarius with Pisces rising. Now, Aquarius has the waters of life flowing out of her jug. And I know any number of astrologers that feel like that maybe Aquarius should have been like a fourth hidden water sign. And then you've got all of the, hey, Bruce, how are you, honey? And so the shower is the place of all free thoughts. I dig it. Okay, so whatever you need to face it in the shower, send it down the drain, and then get Oh, okay. So Hajnal says she really needed to hear this too because a lot of her past has been tormenting her this week. Don't be tormented. You know, you can always ping me on Facebook. Don't be tormented. You're too. Don't be tormented. There's no reason for that. Okay. So, all right. So there we go. I hope that's helpful. But again, your key, Susan, is that you're going to have to. You're really going to have to face what's behind you and put. I just keep hearing put a stop to it. Put a stop to it. Put a stop to it. All right. I'm going on to the tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. People, the brisket people, and also who said they had the. Now I'm hearing spinning wheels, got to go round. That's not what you said. No, 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 let the spinning wheels spin. Whatever that kid was, or whatever that kid's thing is that you get on a spin and then you throw up. It's so horrible. I hated those things. Plus, I busted out a couple of teeth on them. All right, so brisket people. What is it with the movement forward today? Wow. Okay, so for y'all, okay, so let me go through this again. People that have a story about brisket, not like I ate brisket once, but a story, okay, a thing. People that are going to have brisket or just have brisket. There's something about brisket. And or it's that kid song, a tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket, whatever the rest of the words are. You've either been humming that to yourself, I don't know. I don't even know. But there's something about those two. This is for y'all. So the Chariot card. Travel, victory, and raw power. Now, let me tell you something about this card. I won't go into it now, but see that black stallion there? That very one? That little booger saved my life in October of 2019. No joke. I watched a paramedic my systems were shutting down. I was dying. And this old boy with 32 years of experience stood in front of my family and said, oh, this is garden variety, whatever. And he was like, she's just dehydrated. And then I watched him transform into this black stallion because this black stallion had been coming to me for months saying, just stick with me. I'll see you through this whole thing. Sure enough, if I had been another 5 or 10 minutes, I would be DED dead. And so I don't think it's that dramatic for you guys. What I am feeling from this is a sense of freedom. So yeah, ring around the rosy. That's it. Oh, the Chariot is your birthday card. Fantastic. Okay. So I don't know why ring around the rosy. I saw it as one of those crazy, you know, those big giant. Thank you, Byron. You can read about it on my website. And true story. And I think I've got a video about it on my YouTube channel. Something like I was dying, see the spirit animal that saved me, or something like that. But I don't get any of that feeling from you guys. There's something about the brisket, the tasket, the this, the la la la. You get it by now. That is about freedom for you, and I feel like so I have a personal hot button with people that are being held back or held down. I hate that, and I'm the first one to come to their rescue. I can't stand it. I can't stand it with animals, humans, or not the four-legged or the two-legged peoples. It makes me absolutely crazy. And so there's something about y'all that fit this particular brisket, tisket, tasket profile, or that kid's song, Lily, you know, the ring around the rosy thing. There's something about y'all that you're not in a place of freedom. And I would really, really, really encourage you to grab your Chariot card, or grab a bunch of Chariot cards. Like if you're like me, I'm a tarot deck. I got a lot of tarot decks and a lot of oracle decks. I just love them. And I grab your favorite, or grab a number of your favorites, carry them with you in your purse, your wallet. Carry them. Put them next to your bed when you sleep. Put them in. I don't even know what it is, but there's a freedom thing that you've got to set yourself free, because here's what I'm hearing. The more, because you're timidly stepping out. And that for whatever situation, because let me just say this. A situation is a living thing. You might as well give it a name. There's no such thing as a random energy that just randomly shows up and randomly tries to do something to you. It's not scientifically possible. So when you have a situation, that situation has been caused by people's energy, and yours is part of that. Here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you're done something wrong. I'm not accusing you. I'm not pointing a finger. It's not about that. It's about that whatever this is in your sacred contract, here you are at this point in your life where you are not feeling free. And I feel like, I just feel like either the situation that is brought about by people or literal people are like right in your face. So it's different. It's different if people are causing something that then there's a situation between you and them, if that kind of makes sense. It's like a fence. And there's a difference between that and then people just being right, like straight up step back, meaning they're pushing you down, pushing you back. And I feel like it's more that. I feel like it's people are pushing you back and doing it to your face. And so it's really going to be incumbent upon you to just get in your chariot and mow them right over. I mean, I don't know any other way to say it. Let me tell you what I mean. So some time ago, I had a situation where somebody that I worked with really thought, because, you know, even though I'd hired them and they were a freelancer and whatever, they really thought that they were due a percentage of owning a percentage of my business. I looked at that person and I said, well, I said, I don't care where you got the idea. I said, but that's not ever going to happen. And before I could say anything, they wanted to get all jiggy with it. And I said, look, I said, I'm going to give you some friendly advice. If you're going to come for somebody like me, you better stop looking like the Apple Dumpling Gang, because right now you look about as effective as the Apple Dumpling Gang from Disney. And I said, anything you need to say, you can say right through my attorney. Coop, 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 coop. Never heard from that person again. Why? Because I wasn't playing. Why? Because if that person was going to come for my business, they were coming for my animals, which means they were coming for y'all, and they were coming for all the good works that hopefully what I do helps people, right? And helps the animals. That's the only reason I do what I do. Y'all, I could have been an accountant. Everybody else in my family's in the medical profession. God knows I could have gone to the medical profession. I could have done a million things, but here I am doing what I'm called to do. The reason I go into that whole very serious thing is this card is striking me in my heart chakra for you, brisket, brisket, a tisket, a tasket, yak, yak, yak. I know, right, Ricky Pittman? So bold. And they really did look like the Apple Dumpling Gang. Redonkulous. So there's something very serious striking me about this. Now, I don't think yours is that big of like somebody's coming for you. It's not like that. So please don't come away from this reading going, oh my God, she scared the living daylights out of me. What I'm saying is the biggest key component here is that you are not afraid to look somebody in the eye and say, bring it, and mean it. Because when you do, it'll scare 99% of the people right off you, but you've got to mean it. And there's something, set yourself free. I'm moving on. Okay. Oh, really? So Byron, the thing about freedom really, Slim Jims don't count as brisket normally. But here's the thing. I love you, Byron. Say hi to your sister for me, by the way. So, Stephine, I'm glad you could take that. Here's the thing. Y'all, when there are so many people, because in a world of 7 billion, yes, that's true, Dawn. That is very true. So, just because I'm saying this is especially for you all, the brisket, the tisket, I got to stop saying that. That doesn't mean that a bunch of the rest of y'all couldn't take that away, because if it's applicable to your life and if it's resonating with you, and here's how you'll know. You'll get this feeling either in your stomach or be like, wow, I God, those words are wow, wow, wow. You know what I mean? And so that's how you'll know, Byron, if it's for you, because it happens a lot. You know, when you're doing, so this in, like, if we were doing this in a physical space, this could be called platform mediumship if I only concentrated on mediumship. But we'll just call it internet psychic mediumship. Because a lot of times, the animal allies will come. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back to what I was laughing about. Okay, there is something in y'all. I don't know who it is. I don't even know. But you've got a thing for breakfast cereal. So it's either you or someone that has passed or someone right next to you. And it's kind of a family thing, I think, where y'all have a thing for breakfast cereal. Not I eat it, not I have eaten it. I like it. It's not, I mean, like, oftentimes you might have breakfast cereal for dinner and for lunch, or you keep it as a you know, a snack, you know, like you see the babies with the Cheerios and you're like, Give me that Cheerio, kid. There's something about breakfast cereal. Let me tell you what I mean. So when I was a kid, I lived for a year off of Raisin Bran. My mom was really afraid there was something wrong with me because I just did not want to eat anything. Emily, that's awesome. I just did not want to eat anything but Raisin Bran. And I mean, I was certainly very regular. But I was driving us to the poorer house than I grew up in because she couldn't keep up with the milk that I was drinking. So one Christmas, I saw these, and we were poor, y'all. I mean, my mom, you don't even know what my mom had to do to put Christmas presents under our tree. And I looked the night before. Gabrielle, you ate Fruit Loops for lunch. That's my girl. Yes, Fruit Loops for lunch. So the night before I was going to bed, and she said, "Hey, Bernadette," and I said, "Yeah," and she said, "Who are those big packages for?" And I looked, and there were 3 really big boxes for me, and I said, "Are those for me, Mom?" She said, "Yes." She said, "But you got to go to bed." She said, "Or Santa won't bring the rest." I said, and poof, I went to bed. Didn't sleep. But I went to bed, and I didn't dare peek out of my room because my mom would have known. She had eyes all over her head. So I got up the next morning. What do you think I did, man? I dove for the biggest thing first. I'm ripping this up, and I see plain cardboard boxes, y'all. She had gotten 3 ginormous boxes full of other boxes of Raisin Bran. I had Raisin Bran for the next 4 months. That's the kind of love of cereal that I'm talking about. Okay, here's the thing. This is crazy. This is crazy because, okay, so I'm starting to get really sweaty, and I've already been through the change. It's not that. But this is about, I had Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch makes a cotton candy cereal? What? Okay. Oh, Panda. Panda's roommate passed 2 days ago, and you were given his box of cereal. Okay, Panda, the mediumship might be for you, Panda, because what I was about to say was, for those of y'all who don't know me, when I start doing this and I start getting really hot, that's when I know the spirits are coming through from the other side. It's been I asked them to bring me air conditioning. They don't. But, yes, girl, chocolate milk. So, Panda, this might be for you, honey, and I'm very sorry. But here's what's crazy. Panda, type in if you can receive this, because remember earlier what I said was it was about I think maybe the whole family has a thing for cereal. Panda, did that fella or girl I'm not so far into that mediumship yet, so I can't sense if it's a female or male energy, so I don't want to say. But maybe that person thought of you as family, like you were that person's rock. And also, so what comes up? The 3 of Cups, which is about family. It's about celebration. It's about soul groups. And so, okay. And Panda, did that person rely on you like you're kind of that person's rock? But anyway, okay, sorry, Panda. I just want to pass on one more thing. I feel like there's something about a bicycle that's going to come up for you with this person's passing, or because of the passing, it's going to spur either a purchase of a bike or because I want to do this, and that's always a bike energy to me. Panda, there's something about an upgrade of a bike, and if you don't have it, you've got to get it, or the one that you have is going to get upgraded. It's going to come. Here's bottom line, Panda. There's something about this old boy who passed and a bicycle for you. Know that that's him helping you out with the bicycle. Now, that may be a motorcycle. It doesn't mean anything. You'll find out. You'll find out, Panda. You'll find out. Believe me, within the next 2 or 3 days. And something about a bicycle, you'll let me know. Okay, so I want to go back to the rest of everybody, but I feel like, so this would be somebody also for the mediumship, somebody that is from a really large family, and there might be a number of people who've passed over and a number of people that are still here. Like, I mean, you guys make the Von Trapp family from The Sound of Music look like they had 2 kids, or they were all, only children. And so you are a medium, Gabby. Everybody's a medium. Every living thing is a medium. No joke. I'm not kidding. I can prove it. Science can prove it. So there's something about your soul group, and this is the cereal thing. You might not think it's a time for celebration, but it is. And it's like, there's just, hey, Angela, I haven't heard from you in forever. How are you, honey? Angela Compton, how are you? And so there's something about whatever celebration you have coming up. It doesn't have to be your blood family. It can be your soul group, or it could be a mixture of both. But you're being asked to celebrate until the cows come home. Well, until the penguins waddle home. And I mean, like, celebrate. Like, kick up your heels. Everybody make a fool of themselves. Everybody just eat until they can't eat anymore. Tell family stories. Give each other big hugs and kisses. There's just a big celebratory thing going on. And again, this can be for a lot of people, but it's definitely for people that can identify with really big family. Maybe lots and lots of people who've passed, but there are still lots and lots of people who are here with the family. And the cereal thing. It's a cereal connection. It's just crazy with the cereal thing. Also, one other thing, I feel like if somebody can claim this, maybe they can't claim the cereal, maybe they can't claim the big family, but I keep hearing the words matriarch, 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 and there's a matriarch in your family that's dealing with some pretty heavy duty health issues. And Hajanal, this might be for you, honey. I feel like the matriarch of your family at this moment, I mean, it could be literally at this moment, which is, I don't know, 7:53 Eastern Standard Time, or in this moment of their life, is, yes, animals absolutely count as family. Emily, I'm sorry, Lisa. So, but there's the matriarch in your family is dealing with some pretty heavy duty health issues. I'm really being told to encourage you that you have to be, you've got to be the orchestra leader. You've got to orchestrate a big family to do lots of energy, lots of happiness, lots of good memories, lots of yummy smelling food. Even because there's a joke in your family, somebody in your family is not a very good cook, and it might be this matriarch who's dealing with the health issues. It might be one of the daughters. Not that it couldn't be a son, but I just feel like it's very female oriented. So if it's somebody with a lot of feminine energy, let me just say that. Then my children's grandmother is still in hospice okay, Kelly, this might be for you. But there's a thing going on. There's a thing going on about, it's up to you to make sure that everybody's got everybody's having a good time, and that it's lively and there's a big celebration. And let me tell you, so I had a couple of people over to my house just this past weekend, and we were having a conversation about a subject that we're all very interested in. And these are people like, in their 50s, cresting 60. And you know what I did? I went to Walgreens and I bought a bunch of candy. And the only thing I didn't do was make little individual Easter baskets, but I surely did. I put all that candy out, and they were like, "Who's all the candy for? You got kids coming by?" I'm like, "Yeah, the kid inside you, eat up." And we all sat there and stuffed our face. And so this is like that. It's like, hey, Kayleen, all the way from Australia. So it's incumbent upon you, but don't take that like it's incumbent upon you. You're going to be so very happy that you did this. You are going to look back on this time, and it's just going to bring such warmness to your heart. And it's just going to be such a sense of just a place of happiness for you. Deep happiness. So there you go. I'm going to leave you with that. Okay. All right. Let me see who else I'm being called to. Who's the group I'm being called to now? Okay. I feel like this is a I feel like this is for someone who either is dealing with a health-related thing where there's shakiness, or they're going through a time where they're just shaky all day, every day, and it's just a season, but it's about a literal shake. And Now, Hajnal, people can get together online. I mean, you may not be able to be in the same room, but you can certainly do a party online. People do that. Um, so, how Tazia Cat, or I don't know how you say that. Then don't miss Easter egg dying with your family. Get your family online and you guys all die Easter eggs together. Let me go back to the shake. This is like super, like, I'm even feeling like through the line in your family, there's a shaky thing. I don't know if it's a nerve thing. I don't know what it is, but there's a shakiness, a literal, it could be a familial tremor, something like that. Christy Smith, you have a neurological disorder that causes tremors. Okay, honey, this might be for you, but this will also be for other people as well. And so, okay, you're not going to believe this. Okay, that just popped out again, but I also am being told to. So, okay, I was actually just shown the animal. This is crazy. Okay, I'm looking down because I'm looking for it quickly in my deck. I was just shown the Two of Cups, the two pigs that are in my deck that are the Two of Cups. And so when I'm taking a look here, now I'm shaking. I'm like, I got to get that card because something going on with the tremors, something that's going on, on with the shakes, with the shaking. Oh, here it is, the warthogs. Oh, no. Wait. Warthogs are the Two of Cups. Hold on. Let me find the two pigs. I was specifically, yeah. Ten of Pentacles. Sorry. You'd think I'd know my own deck by now. These two cards. Now, this is crazy because 2-2. So, I'm going to say this, but I know tons of you can take this. Please don't take it unless it's like such a thing that it's a for real thing. 2-2, repeating twos keep showing up to you. The number 22, repeating twos keep showing up to you. Not like I saw them once or twice. Not like I whatever. Like with me, it's the number 5. Every significant anything in my life, a number 5 or repeating 5s has shown up. Not one other number. Not one. Not one. And it has to do with my mom, my this, my that, so on and so forth. Amy Pittman, why are you dying? Anyway, so this is for the shaky thing. This is for the tremors. This is for maybe the line in the family. There's a shaky thing going on. You might be going through a period in your life where you just are so stressed out or anxiety that you're shaking all the time, but that may not normally be your way. And then for this is also for the people that can claim the repeating twos. But again, please don't claim the repeating twos. Don't fool yourself into like, this has got to be like a thing, a deep thing. Okay. So, okay. So, I'm being really quiet because wow, this is crazy. Okay. So again, I get visions. I keep trying to tell you all that. When we take a look at the Ten of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it's just the most celebratory card. It's just crazy celebratory. And it's about family and true wealth. And I do, when it's inverted, it's also about avoiding risks. But I'm actually being told that there are some risks that you actually should consider taking. Nothing that's going to put you in any kind of harm's way in any way. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a medical professional of any kind. I'm a professional psychic medium, y'all. So, and tarot reader, there you go. And those are the professions. Well, I own a publishing company too, and that's what I can claim. But Stephine, you've got the shakes too, girl. By the time I get done with you, hey Catherine, hey honey, Maria, your family's not a mess, honey. They got stuff going on. But by the time I get done with you, there's gonna be no reason to do a reading. I guess it could count Tanya. The 3-2-2, mostly I'm drawn to the 2-2. So the repeating twos. So if you just held these cards together, it'd be like 2-2-2-2 or 2-2. Like there's something about the twos. And so this is a call for you. Again, I'm not a financial advisor of any kind, but here is what I am hearing so loudly in my head. Go for the money. let's say that you are considering one job that maybe speak a little bit better to your heart and another job that doesn't speak so much to your heart but pays a lot more. For the now, go to the money. Let's say that you are, and I keep seeing the Chariot. So the Chariot card, it looks very different. Amy G, I get animals and twos. I have high anxiety, and my mother has COPD. Oof. Okay, definitely. Okay. Maria, my ex-husband is a financial guy and hid his money. Girl, I hope you found it. Take care, Panda. Thank you for stopping. I'll hit you up on Facebook and give you the rest of that message. I just didn't want to blurt it out in public. But keep a lookout for the bicycle. No joke, man. So I keep seeing the Chariot in my mind. I'm being given a vision of this just regal, gleaming white chariot with all this gold gilding on it, but the gold is real. It's not gold paint. It is like 24 18 karat gold that's been put on this. And there's something about you going for the money that this is like, and I also hear, and when I hear, and I see that, it's always a door or a window being shut on the past, and spirit showing me that you're going to move ahead, however you're moving ahead in the future, is a long lasting thing. So it's like, I don't know that you've ever really hurt for money. I think you've had really scary times with money, whatever that means, like scary times with money. But moving forward in this reading, this is about you moving towards true wealth, like true wealth, right? True wealth, whatever that means for you. But I'm seeing lots of zeros. Am I telling you you're going to be a millionaire? No. 100,000-aire? Probably, if you'll go towards the money. And for some reason, as I step deeper into your energy, whoever these 2222 people are, and the shaky people, you've got a real thing inside of you that just is spiritually, you're between a rock and a hard place, because from a spiritual standpoint, you are eschewing money in some way, but then from a business perspective, a practical perspective, you're very comfortable in that arena and you know how to achieve it. And so I almost never do past lives, y'all, because it's tough to, bye Tanya. Thank you, Janet. Thank you very much. It is tough to, reconcile inside of your spirit that you want to stay deeply spiritual, and for some reason you feel like having a lot of money is not deeply spiritual. Really? I do okay. You know why I want to do more okay? Do you know why I set a goal of $100,000 for this Kickstarter? Because I just ordered new checks for my business. And you know why I ordered new checks? Because I'm going to be able to write those checks to animal charities that work to prevent cruelty to animals. One of them being Bile Bear Farms. I don't want to talk about it, but that is one of the things that just keeps me awake at night. And so as much money as I can throw at them, because if I go over there, I'm going to get all Southern on those people, and I'll end up in jail, and it'll be terrible. I'll be doing live readings. I'll be doing live readings from an Asian prison, which would be fine. I do that too. Okay, Cece, this is for you also. Tracy Ann. Oh, husband's mom has Parkinson's. Her birthday is 11/24. Husband is trying to get new locations. His birthday is a multiple of 2s. He feels his job is more important than money. Okay, so Tracy Ann, this could very easily be for you. And so, Natasha, I remember your story from the boards, from Gathering of Mystics. Oh, yes. Okay, hold on. You guys, I want to, Natasha, I'm not going to tell your story. If people want to know your story, they can come to Gathering of Mystics and they can read it. I don't want to tell it's your story to tell. But I will say that Natasha has had quite the sacred contract, and she does not walk currently. So I'm going to give you a specific message. So Natasha says she's thinking of a large purchase that could help with therapy for you to attempt to walk again. What's interesting to me is I'm being told that you won't ever have to buy it, but you will have unlimited access to it. I'm not sure how that's going to shake out, but you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. I keep being told, repeat it, you don't have to pay for it, you don't have to pay for it, you don't have to pay for it, you don't have to, but you're going to have, and actually what you're going to have access to is whatever this is, to, whatever this large purchase would be, you're actually going to have access to a better, more upgraded version of that, and you won't have to pay for it. Excellent. Wonderful. Okay, wait, so I'm going to go back to the 2222s and all the money thing, the money blocks. So you've got to reconcile it. You can stay as deeply spiritual as you want to stay, and you can be rolling in bathtubs of money. It's just such a false paradigm that a lot of people, well, that paints with such a wide brush, but that people sometimes say, you know, well, you've got to stay humble, and real servants of the people are, you know, they're humble and they can't pay their bills. And who made that up, and why? And then why are they the same ones that will turn around and tell you you have unlimited power and you have unlimited whatever from the universe? Then why? Come on now, get your story straight. That's what I'm Southern. We're very simple people. It either is or it isn't. You know what I'm saying? Bye, Marie. And so, yeah, there's something about that with you. Go for the money. All right. Now I'm moving on to people that, and I want to be really clear on this. This is people who really do contend with headaches. I mean, migraines, headaches, not I get them every now and then, or when I get them, they're really bad. And I feel it behind my eyes so much that I want to get a cold compress and put them over my eyes. And then it's centered right here. It's centered right here at the top of my head, but really deep. And I also feel like I want to reach out through the veil, and I want to grab the hand of someone and just hold their hand, of someone that passed from a brain-related thing. It could have been a tumor. It could have been Alzheimer's. So they could have had Alzheimer's, but you contend with headaches, or migraines, but a lot. It's like where you hold all your tension. You already have other things that trigger it, and so this is for you guys. And also, if you can also claim a person that passed of a head-related thing. Again, I keep hearing Alzheimer's. It's very general though, so I'm asking them to tell me something more. And also, it's either you or the person who passed. I keep seeing all these little figurines, like they were collectors, but they're tiny. When I was a kid, I was really fascinated. Do you guys remember the little people? They were made of wood. They had just little bulbous faces. I don't even know. Okay. All right. You have constant migraines. Okay, Emily, you have one now. My daughter has. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, Lori. Okay. I want to stay in this moment. I don't like that card. That's not the right card. Also not the right. Okay, listen. When I'm compelled to pick a card, but then I don't feel like it's the right card, I always know that's a message for the client, the sitter, the querent, the whatever, whatever name you give them. Y'all are the wild ones. So I'm going to say for the wild ones. It's always a call that you keep doing things, or you keep trying things that you know are not working for you. And so when it comes to the migraines, when it comes to the oh God, who is this with the person who passed with Alzheimer's? Okay, Hajnal, this might be for you and your dad. Well, your dad, an aneurysm. Thank you. That was a word I was trying to think of. Maureen, you have headaches. My dad, died of a brain aneurysm. Okay. So, I just, this is for you all. It's just, wow, I hate to get, I like my lives to be fun and la la la, but they're also intended to be authentic, you guys. That's my that is my pledge to spirit and to you guys is, as inspirational and helpful and healing as I want these to be, shiitake mushrooms get serious sometimes, right? And so this person who is calling me from the other side, they're like screaming in my ear about the Alzheimer's. And so just because they're doing that doesn't mean that this message isn't also for you, but this is very specifically for a person. Oh no, the stream can't be breaking up. No! Ugh. Okay. All right. So, Gabby, I get migraines. My mom collects miniatures, but she's still alive. That's okay. It's totally fine. That's totally fine. Just know this is for you. Okay. Also for you. Here's what I'm saying. I'll give you, for instance, I'll fall on my sword. Of autoimmune stuff. I'm the very last serious autoimmune stuff. I'm the very last dang person that needs to put one little taste of sugar in her mouth. Really. Like, I can eat an apple and be like, and there's no, oh no, you guys, I'm sorry about the lag. We've done everything we could. I am so sorry. We're going to keep looking into it, but honestly, we don't know what to do about it yet, if we can. But anyway, so I'm the very last person that needs to eat sugar. I'm the very last person that needs to eat that Easter candy, but I did it anyway. And this is about you doing something in the face of the headaches, maybe grief over or guilt or grief or something about the person that passed with Alzheimer's. There's something all caught up in that where you're punishing yourself. I don't know why you're doing it, but you've got to stop because it's not helpful. And I think you've been going through a really unhappy time for a long time. You're not supposed to do that anymore. And the only way to do that is to just stop doing things that, like, I feel like you reach for something and you're like, I know this is wrong, but you do it anyway. Again, nobody needed to eat as many Reese's, Easter eggs as I did, for sure. Or my biggest downfall in the whole world are those hot tamales. My God, I'm addicted to those things. And so you got to stop. And here's how you're going to do that. So these two critters came up for you, and I didn't like them. I just threw them. I'm like, all right, Mr. Seal, go back in the sea, and Gecko, you can just move on back to your insurance company. And so, okay, this is craziness right here, craziness. So the card that came up for you is the Two of Cups, and that is about perfect harmony and sacred union and mutual attraction. But that, Diana, your uncle died of dementia, and okay. So, Tanya, that's not a weird question at all. The more I let the energy sit in me, I do feel like it's a male energy, and I feel like the energy is at least 40-ish, 5-ish up. So it's 40-ish, 45-ish up. And it is, it's a thing. Here's the story about you and doing the things that you ought not to be doing. I hate talking about self-love because I'm not a coach of any kind, of life coach, that kind of thing. And it always, to me, feels like a little bit life coachy. But I just feel like you've got so much of a sense of responsibility on your shoulders. Some of it may be real, and some of it just may be that you are the kind of personality or the zodiac sign. Capricorns are really big on this. They just feel like the weight of the world is, they've got to save the world, and the weight, Capricorns, Cappies, my God. And I just feel like some self-love, and really not, and I don't mean self-love like going to a spa or getting your nails did or, going out to a nice dinner, although that's nice. Those are kind of fleeting. It's that conversation that you have with yourself where you say, yes, I have warts. Good for me. I'm beautiful as day is long. And I feel like, Susan, you're really, really right. Holy cow. For those of you that can hear this, my gosh, Susan Beal, thank you so much. It didn't even hit me. Y'all, you know how I'm always talking about a thought, oh my God, oh my God. So Susan says that the feed lagging here too, but it's also proportional to the Alzheimer energy, mirrors it. Thoughts that are off and on, not totally clear, trying to communicate but can't do so clearly. Y'all know, if a bunch of us were focused on Alzheimer's and we call that energy in or we're sending that energy out, you got to know we're affecting the feed, because that's what energy does. That's science, right? It's science. Again, I'm going to recommend y'all read a book by Dr. Dean Radin called Entangled Minds, and another one called Real Magic. It will change your life. Real Magic, Entangled Minds, Dr. Dean Radin, change your life. Thank you, Susan, for bringing that up. Holy guacamole. Okay, but here's the thing about this, and I'm going to move on, and we got to clear out this. Y'all help me work with this and clear out the, hold on. Yes, there it is. No joke. I'm not playing. Somebody accused me the other day of making fun of these rattles. I'm not making fun of this shaman's rattle. Are you joking me? Good call, Susan. So everybody clear your energy and let's get off the Alzheimer's stuff. But let me just say to this, let's get that out of the way. But here's the thing. You've got to come to love yourself. That's it, warts and all. Because you are taking on too much responsibility and it's going to drag you under. Don't do that. All right, we're getting out of that energy. I hope that was very helpful, because I think a lot of us work on that. The true self-love thing, not the, make it for a minute kind of thing. But yeah, okay. That was an excellent call. All right, so let me move on to... How did that even happen? I don't know how that happened. Okay. Let me see who... I'm actually being drawn to names now. Jenny, don't chop off your head for your migraines. Don't do that. Okay, hold on. I'm being told... Maria Rosso-Mondo, are you still here? Just please type in if you're still here. All I saw was something about a I know, Gabriella, I'm tired. Oh, you're right there. I love sugar too. Hot tamales and chocolate. Hey Maria, if you ever melt hot tamales and hot chocolate. Okay, Maria, I'm being very, very drawn to your name, but what's interesting is I'd scrolled up a bit. Ooh, Tracy Ann, you're better than I can, man. I can't take those sour cherries. Okay, so Maria Rosamando, that's you. Okay, I'm going to pull a card for you. I know you said something about husband, court, something. I didn't really read it so closely. Okay, I'm just going to be... Wow, okay. I'm really being drawn to... Maria, I'm being drawn to big cat energy for you. And that's no joke. So, I don't know if you... Oh, Hajnal, that might have been your dad. Oh, Lordy. All right, I'll try to see if I can get back in the energy on another day, Hajnal. And I am sorry for your loss. But let me move on to Maria, because I don't remember the last time that two big cats came out in one reading together, like side by side. This is very powerful energy. Very powerful energy. So, Maria, what I'm going to say is, I'm being told by the cats that you're here on this feed and you're listening to this and you're watching this, but you're not necessarily 100% in on the psychic thing, and with good reason. But if you will please just suspend your disbelief for 1 minute just to get this message. There's something about the feminine divine that is... I know how... Hey, Shonda, honey, how are you? This is going to potentially sound general, but I assure you it's not. Man, I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on tonight with everybody having to claim their power, but that's like a big thread going through a big thread going on. And so I feel like you don't necessarily believe in all of this wholeheartedly, but you are being asked to stand in the seat of your own power, which, if I may, you don't always do face to face. You're kind of an around the side kind of person. I don't know that you ever really necessarily come at things head on, and you're being asked to come at things, a lot of things, head on. Just right in the eye. Let's have a conversation. Let's get it over with. And this doesn't have anything to do with the husband issue. Now, you can use that. Oh no, Maria. Ugh. Okay. No, there's not another thread of messaging. Y'all, I am so sorry. Oh, no donut of death. Okay. So there's something, Maria, about this, and any one of you that can hear this, now that we're having lag problems, there's something really powerful going on with you about claiming your feminine divine. And it's all of those things, Susan, science, magic, and reality. It's all of those things. And so thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. So I don't know any other way to put this other than exactly what's coming to me. It's one thing to get one big cat, and everybody wants them. Everybody wants them. Real magic and entangled minds. And so to have two of them come together and then give me the feeling that they're giving inside, I don't, this is going to sound drastic, but it is kind of drastic. It's a do or die moment for you. I don't know any other way to say it. And I don't mean literal death. What I'm saying is, for those of you that are at a pivotal point in your life where you've got an enormous decision looming up in front of you, you have got to claim your feminine power. That's going to be different for each of you. Very different for each of you. But there is it's just that power that, let me tell you all a quick story. Very quick. So when I was married, we were having a bunch of work done on our home so we could sell it and buy the home that we really wanted. And so all these old handyman fellows were around, and they were doing something, and one of those hucksters came up to my office and said, hey, your water main broke. And and I looked at him and I said, well, why isn't one of you handymen that I'm paying all this money to fixing it? Because I know in amongst y'all there are plumbers. I walk down out of my house and I see 13 fellas standing around, cigarettes, having their sodas, laughing. They think it's the funniest thing to jump over this water, this, that, so on and so forth. And I said, hey! They turned around and I looked and I said, why? You're not 12, and that is not a fire hydrant, and we're not in the inner city. Y'all want to get wet, go in my pool. But for now, that's costing me money. Y'all fix that, please. They scattered like cockroaches in the light. In my whole life, I've never done this. I didn't know what to do. They wouldn't listen to me. I've never had that issue before. I called my husband at the time. I said, I need you to come home right now. He's like, what? I said, these guys will not listen to me. He laughed. He said, that's funny. I said, I'm not kidding. You got to come home right now. Well, when I told him all the water that was going, he came flying home. He got out of his truck and he walked towards those fellas, and I watched 13 grown men do this. They genuflected to him. He carries such a alpha male, but not bravado, but a true alpha male energy. I watched a whole bunch of grown men become instantly subservient to his energy. Man, that made me mad. I was so mad. I was like, that's nonsense. And so I'm equating what you're being asked to pull from yourself and that kind of power to step into yourself, but with the feminine divine. In retrospect, when I look back at that situation, I was just a mad, hateful little thing that was doing a bunch of yipping. If I'd have treated it from the real feminine divine, from that high priestess energy, from that queen energy, they would have fixed everything in my house and probably would have done it for free and kissed my hem of my dress on the way out the door. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting us serve you, Mrs. King. Thank you so much. I handled it incorrectly because I didn't pull up that power. I was just all I could see was water, which was money, going down the drain. So this is for you, Maria. God, I hope you can hear this. But for whoever can hear this, if you have a huge decision, a big decision, an important decision, it's a pivotal moment in your life. See those cats? That's y'all. Right there. Tiger and Jaguar. Queen of Swords, King of Wands. King of Wands, Queen of Swords. Please, 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 please look into these animals. Please look into the archetypes of these cards. You've got to stand in the seat of your high priestess, your divine feminine, but I mean divine feminine. Not like feminine. It's not about that. Got it? Okay. Man, I hope y'all got that message. Dang, 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 dang. Okay, so I didn't do this earlier, but I'm going to do it now. Hey, Dawn, are you still with us? I love it! Okay, so what I was fixing to tell y'all, but I'd already told the animal spirits, was that I was going to pull one card. This is for everybody in the collective to end our evening together on. And I thank you guys so much for showing up. I tell y'all, this is about all of us, but I just get the greatest pleasure reading for you guys, and I really do hope it's helpful. And I am trying to speed it up and get to more messages, but being accurate and evidential is important when you're receiving messages, and I want to take the time to do that. But listen to this, y'all. The Knight of Cups, the dolphin. Oh my gosh, dolphin energy has swum. There's my country stone. Dolphin energy swum in for y'all today. Dang, 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 dang. I should be wearing flannel. Who doesn't love dolphin energy? Now, what's cool about that is the message that now Jennifer, I'm sorry, I'm wrapping up, honey. This is a message for everybody. So it's interesting, Jennifer Lafleur. You showed up just now and you wanted a card, and this is a card for the collective. And so here is the so Jennifer, I wouldn't answer your question anyway. You're asking me about legal stuff. You've got a restraining order. I can't answer that for you, honey. You got to let the police answer that for you. So the Knight of Cups. And so when I step into the energy of the Knight of Cups for you all, it's really interesting because I feel like what's most on your mind collectively, like the most of you have your mind on this, and maybe really everybody in their own way, it is floating up. It's ascending. It's coming up for air. You are so tired of feeling heavy. You're so tired of feeling serious. You're so tired of having to slog through heavy stuff that you just want to get up where the light can hit you. Like I grew up in the oceans and the rivers and the lakes and stuff around here, and there's a point at which where the sun is shining and you're coming up from however deep you've been diving, and it's warm and it's beautiful and it's bright, and it doesn't even feel like regular water. It's just so buoyant. It's this whole feeling. Everybody is wanting to come up to that, and if you will work with dolphin energy and medicine, like align yourself with that part of you that's dolphin, call that dolphin forth, as your power animal. All I can hear are giggles, like lots and lots of giggles, and lots and lots of giggles. I think it's gonna go really, really, really well for you. So there's a happiness that I feel coming for you that's not like a childlike, bubbly